this is the greatest pizza crust I've had in my entire life, and I am not kidding. Surprise, surprise, today we are headed actually outside of the theme parks to visit what very well might be one of the best pizza spots in all of Orlando. Let's go check it out.
Today, we are in the Sodough district in Orlando, Florida at Sodough Square Pizza Co. No, we're not getting our computers repaired. I thought we were here for the dual Long John Silver's and KFC, but Ryan says we can't go.
We just placed our order, and let me say, first off, I am very, very appreciative that they have a screen to order at, because not a lot of these local-ish places don't have that, and especially coming from two people that don't like doing a lot of face-to-face ordering, correct, Isabel?
Yes.
That was very helpful. They had on the wall the physical pans that they cook things in, the sizes of those, so you know what the large is, you know what the small is. Very helpful. The only thing that was a little bit of a downside, they don't have a lot of drink selections. They have just a bunch of different, what is it called, Fago, and then waters, and that's kind of it. But aside from that, I'm loving the art on the walls in here, and yeah. One thing I did notice is that it doesn't have its own seating area. It shares one with Tin and Taco, which is another local spot right here in Orlando, and they I'll show you inside. I'll show you inside.
Our food just came. I got bacon and whipped ricotta on mine. I have never had Detroit-style pizza before. I have only been to Detroit once, and I was only there for a few hours. I was there for the Detroit Auto Show, and I did not leave the convention center. So this will be an adventure for me. I'm very excited to try this. This crust looks like right up my alley. So Ryan got bacon, crushed red pepper, and pepperoni on his. Duh. That's the most obvious ingredient. But that's what he gets every time he orders pizza. That's his go-to pizza order.
I have been eating Blaze Pizza at Disney Springs as my exclusive pizza eat-out spot for the past year and a half. It's time for things to change. Let's see how this is. I wish I was kidding. I wish I was lying to you. But this is the best pizza crust that I've had in my entire life. This crispiness, do you see this? This burnt cheese on here, I don't know. This is insane. And we come from Chicago, where we have people think deep dish is good pizza. It is not. I'm sorry, everybody who likes deep dish pizza, but Detroit style all the way in my mind. And I don't know, just the combo of everything is so perfect. It's enough food to be able to take home. I'm not taking this home. I'm eating this all right here.
I love that. Ooh, I love that.
Get a corner right here.
That's a really nice crunch to it. And that whipped ricotta is amazing. Ooh. Yeah, this is our pizza spot. And I think you can DoorDash it. I hope it's not too far away from us.
I know there's going to be people in the comments that are saying, hey, this is what Detroit-style pizza is all the time. I don't know, just the fluffiness of this, it's perfectly cooked, perfectly charred on top. They have a formula. They must have stolen this from the Secret Service or something like that. One other thing I'd like to say is the presentation of this pizza is super simple, and they know that that's all it needs to be. There's a lot of these newer hip places that are really trying to go over the top with these wood look plates and all this I don't know. These other places that we've experienced are just too much, and this is super, super simple.
I love this pizza. I think it's so good. I also feel like the singles are really good size to where, I don't know, I feel like it's small enough where it's a good size for yourself, but you can still have leftovers. And I feel like it's reasonably priced. I think it was for the custom, I think it was $15. I personally feel like that's a good price to I think you could get 2 meals out of it. But if you're really hungry, make it one,
There is one downside to this meal, and it's that I wish I knew about this place sooner. I know that sounds like the most cliche influencer-esque whatever thing, but I completely mean it, and this place is our go-to spot for pizza from now on. I'm sorry, Disney Springs. As of 6:56 on a Tuesday night, it is 24 minutes from Disney property, so If you have a car, maybe this is your spot.
One thing we would like to do with these restaurant reviews is read some other people's reviews. Melissa said, really so good. Detroit Rob Pizza with Mike's Honey. A very nice man approached us. He explained sizes, kinds of pizza, and new additions to menu. They're introducing Detroit hot dogs next week. I couldn't wait to get home and ate a piece in restaurant. This is without a doubt the pizza you want to try here. It's $30 and worth every cent. The cheese is fresh and of high quality. The crust on the bottom is delicious, and on the sides, crusty mozzarella cheese. I was in love immediately. Ricotta was so fresh and creamy. Great job. See you soon and often.
This week we are turning this monstrosity of a mess into a podcast studio in 1 week. We'll see if we can do it. I have my doubts, but come along on this journey with us. Before we even start, let me explain the current state of the room. It's gone through a lot. Last year, I was playing drums for multiple different bands. This was used as a practice space. That's why all of the padding is on the walls. It's literally moving blankets. It's a cheap way to do soundproofing, but we want to have a little higher end version of this for the podcast studio, the studio in general, I guess. But we first got to get rid of a lot of this stuff out of here. We have a Cricut machine in here, which Isabel was using this as part of her like craft space, as you can tell. And a lot of storage because we recently had a lot of renovations on our house as well. This was used as storage, like the one storage room for almost everything. So we still have a lot of SHIT in here. Well, Callie and I did it. We cleared the whole room. Yeah. And it was a long day already. And that was just moving stuff. Tomorrow is like, oh my God, it's going to be way worse. But it's going to be worth it. It is going to be worth it. I'm convinced of it. Day 2. Let me give you a little update on what we're looking at here. We have started prep for painting, including some colors that we picked out. Callie, you want to show us the colors? Yeah? What do we have here? We have like a dark foresty green. Actually, the official color is Sherwood Forest. We have a silver dust off-white, and we have a dark kettle black, which is only going to be one of the walls. I know that's a little drastic. It's going to be this wall here, and we have some other like prop thingies as well as another wall piece that I'm not going to be showing you till later. It is day 3 and painting of these green walls is done, at least the green walls. But if you see what's behind me, we're doing some like construction today. I'm trying to figure out how to hang these massive sheets of masonite. If you don't know what masonite is, it's the bendy wood material that they usually use for like stage flats and stuff like that. But we're using some fake brick today because we want to have a wall that's some brick stuff. So let's figure this out. For those of you who don't know, actually, I don't think any of you know because I've never shared this before. I was involved in like theater production in high school and in middle school as well. So that is not a majority of my construction background. I've done like electrical work and stuff like that too. So this is not too difficult for me to figure all this stuff out kind of on my own. I am realizing just now that this is kind of starting to look like Fenway Park. And I mean, I'm not complaining, but I thought it would look a little more like chic than that. I don't know. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Unfortunately, these massive pieces of masonite are 96 inches tall, which from ceiling to floor is obviously more than that in the room that we're in based off of the last one that I set up. But there's a problem. The outlets in the room are from the ceiling to the outlet, less than 96 inches. So rather than like finding out where the outlets could be and like just cutting a perfect like outlet rectangle shape, I'm just cutting off the bottom like brick so that it's above the outlet, and then I could figure out the other stuff later and I could like patch it in. And based off of the setup, it's gonna be like behind the couch type chair setup that we're most likely gonna have there. And on camera, most of the time on camera, whether if it's horizontal or vertical, it's not gonna show like the bottom, whether you're standing or sitting. So that could be a little more messy, but we'll definitely try to clean up the best we can. But right now I do have to make this cut, and I already made the first one. It's not pretty. Also, the sawdust from masonite is considered toxic fumes. So be careful. I mean, it's not like toxic like if I'm in the same room, but I just can't breathe it in. So that's why I'm wearing this. I should be wearing protective goggles. Don't tell my mom. I was debating at some point if I should paint the ceiling black, but that's too much. That's too much darkness. I need some light reflection off of the ceiling in case I want to point a light upwards towards the ceiling. With green screen shots like that, it makes it look like it's more outside, so I need a white ceiling to reflect off of that. So, unfortunately, I will not be painting the ceiling back. Fortunately, though, because that feels like that would be a huge pain to my back and my extremities to try to paint the ceiling. And luckily, I think we have clean enough lines where I don't have to touch anything up that higher up anymore, and just continue with this black, obviously, because this needs to be done first. So I leave to go walk the dog, and my job has been stolen from me. Isabel, how are you doing?
I hate being on ladders.
I could do that part. I could reach that part without being on a ladder.
I don't know if you can.
I can.
You cannot touch the ceiling.
I could touch the ceiling. It is day whatever I just listed in the edit. We're going to Lowe's. So I lost the day I thought I was going to have because the Minions Cafe opened and we had to go to that. And then editing for all of that, plus editing for other stuff, it just took up way too much time, and we unfortunately lost one of the days that we were going to be doing this. So today we are like pulling double time. We got to finish painting. We got to finish the brick wall. I just this morning replaced all of the electrical in there except for the ceiling fan, which I'm doing next when I get home, which is all stuff that I'm surprisingly like experienced with. Like, that is the one thing that I'm probably most comfortable with, is replacing all that stuff, even more so than paint. Isabel's gonna be helping me when she gets off work. It's a jam-packed day. But before we head back to work on that stuff, I stopped at Starbucks and got a new drink because I wasn't feeling my standard drink. I don't like caffeine, like I can't do caffeine. I got a Trenta lemonade with extra strawberry puree and 3 strawberry something inclusion. I don't know what this is. We're gonna see how this is. Yeah. That is the most sugary strawberry lemonade I've ever had. What do I expect? I wanted a strawberry lemonade. They didn't have one on the thing, on the menu, that wasn't like a caffeine tea-based whatever. This is a weird one. I don't know if I would order this. Maybe don't order this, guys. Let's head back home. What are you doing? Painting. The room has made some decent progress. The entire wall is brick. Don't worry about those seams that you see in the wall. They're going to be covered up. You'll see later. We are also painting all these walls, obviously. We showed you some of this previously, but we're also going with the doors, which is a little hard. We didn't take this one off because it'd be too complicated to get back on. So it was a long night, and we didn't document a lot of it because we wanted to focus on getting work done. But painting is mostly done. I got to make another run to Lowe's, a run to Guitar Center for some gear, some sound gear, actually. But I don't know. Room is looking really, really good. I love this black wall over here. Seriously. Oh my God. I put up a brand new ceiling fan as well and hung curtains. So there's a little bit of progress, but we're going to head over to Guitar Center. Callie, you want to come with? You want to come with? Yeah? Well, you're not. You're not coming with. Don't. That's gross. Don't do that. Bet you didn't know I could do that. Yeah, that's right. Now let's go get the stuff we need. I really wish I was able to get some sound dampening tools, as in some like big panels, but they only had 12 packs, which would cover like probably like 100 square feet, something stupid like that, and it was like $280. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna figure it out myself. I don't know. We'll see. As many of you may be suspecting, this project was not for nothing. There's a project that I've been working on behind the scenes with a few different people that I've mentioned in previous vlogs. You might have seen this. I can tell you it will be very, very soon. We have recorded multiple episodes of this thing so far, and we are still creating a little bit of backlog, doing all the other production end of things, but everything's coming together. Seriously, this is something I've wanted to do for a very, very long time. As it does a lot of the time, life got in the way, and finally we're able to finally do this. I don't know. That's all. If you guys want to leave a comment on guesses on what this might be, who might be involved, I don't know. There was maybe teasers in other videos. Scavenge through all those other videos if you want, or read the comments, leave a comment. That's probably the best way to help. If not, sharing this new vlogging channel with a friend also helps the most. Thank you again. We'll see you guys real soon. Hope you guys like the room. Did the room turn out good? I think so.